Hey everybody, One of Wisdom. Been a couple days. I mentioned this, but it'll get edited in to the an earlier playthrough on the basic run. Just did the last of the long routes on the basic run. I'm actually going to come in now. If we can get a kink out of our headset cord. It's still kinking. I mean, I've had it for about a month now, and I mean, do my best to get them out, but it still just wants to go back to the way it was, packed. But anyway, super hula hoops. What we're gonna do now? If you recall, we did the first 3-minute round when we did the regular hula hoop. Just kind of combined them, sort of freestyle on aerobics, since some parts take so long and others are quick. Did the 6-minute one for the first time, I believe Thursday night, and now, granted, I've had these unlocked, for years. I just never played either one. And I actually do the 10-minute version. I'm not going to promise 4 stars. I've never done it. Don't know what score we'd have to have. Don't really have enough of a guideline just playing the 6-minute version to know. But again, sway your hips side to side, align your pelvis, burn off calories. I don't think I mentioned this before. I really don't know how that's going to align your pelvis, but whatever. I'm still probably doing the wrong form, if there is correct form for hula hooping. I don't know that people get into it that much to really care, but basically what that means is 10 minutes the way I do it. My right calf will probably hurt. Again, if you have that problem, you might avoid this. I hadn't done anything yet, so we gotta turn the board on. I always wondered, you like step on and sometimes you get that ooh comment. It's kind of, I don't know, I could see somebody taking offense to that. Anyway, here we are. We got the same typical Wii Fit Plus music, and then we've got our 70s Technicolor, kind of game show set up here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the right first. Basically, what I'm gonna try to do, whatever I score here, I will try to get within 50 or so when I go to the left. 300 seconds, of course, would be 5 minutes. 60 times 5. So, plus, I was leaning. I don't know what the problem is. But I wanted to make sure I get that one. Apparently, we're having issues tonight. It's great to start the 10-minute one off, not even getting all the hula hoops. I mean, we'll get them all, 5 or whatever they throw. It's just, I could have already been one up by now. So. And look, only 260 seconds remain. Okay, so again, they throw the same number of hoops, unless here in, I don't know, every 100 seconds they do something crazy. I'm gonna assume that this is the same as the 3- and 6-minute version. Now I'm actually trying to not do my little running deal on the board, which I think that's what it's really, I don't really understand. It's not like generally you do an exercise wrong that involves both legs and they both hurt. But again, I'm a guy, never really got into hula hooping, but obviously I would have played these already, so just solely for your benefit and enjoyment and amusement, here we are. So I'm actually trying to remember, I think we got 800s or 900s on the 6-minute, per side. So I don't know, maybe if we can get 11 to 1200 or so. I don't know if that would be good enough, or what exactly we've got to do. Kind of something I'm wondering now, since I'm kind of at a loss for how to commentate on this for 10 minutes, is like if you didn't have any other Miis on your Wii, I mean, like say you just bought a new Wii and made your Mii, cranked in, plugged in Wii Fit Plus, got on the board, I know they'd use Mies from the game like you see in the run and all the others, but you know, I wonder if they'd have guys or girls. I've never, it seems like, I don't know if it's because I'm thinking of a game show, and I'm picturing like the, you know, typical girls they usually have do this type of stuff, but it's gotta be weird, like if you just solo had your me only and came in here and had like 2 dudes at random. So at least hit 1,000, and again I really don't know how hard to pace myself because I have no clue what score, you know, validates 4-star ranking. So I think I'll shoot for 1,200 on each one, and we'll just call that good. Hope it's not going to disappoint anybody. I also can't remember. I think if you get to the point where you start dropping hula hoops, which I think I'm about to do. Let's see if I can save this. Okay, I was gonna say, oh, now we're going. We got some around our neck. I really don't know how I'm going the same speed the whole time, but I think if you drop them, which I nearly did, I don't think you start back with 1 and have 4 thrown at you. I actually think it just ends it. You know, I think like whatever time remaining you just lose, which we're liable to find out. Yeah, maybe we can get 1,500. As long as I don't drop them. It's the 3rd time now we've nearly lost them. I remember one of these says to make wide, slow circles with your hips, but when I do that, it seems like they don't go. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, well, now we know. I think we had 2 seconds left. Hopefully we get to keep that score, because I think it was actually pretty good. I've got 5 minutes going to the side I don't like. So but you know, like those first few times when I nearly lost them, I was doing the same thing I'd been doing. So I don't, jeez, we're about to lose these. You know, that's my deal. If I do the wide, slow circle that's like 0 stress at all on your body, I don't spin the hoops. You know, I have to make really tight circles and kind of like walk my feet on the board to get going like this. In case anyone wonders, I missed that one on purpose for equal measure. You know, so, but yeah, what, just 1,300 more now we need to match our score. That's not intimidating. But again, I just, when it slowed down there, I was doing the wide, slow circle like you kind of see on the people that threw hoops at me. And all that wants to happen is the hoops go down my body and want to hit the floor. So I'm kind of just swinging my hips and walking in place without lifting my feet, if that makes any sense. So again, I'm sure that's not what you're supposed to do, but I mean, genuinely, when I do, you know, the wide, slow circle, bad things happen, as you very well know now. So I'm starting to drop these, which would be horrible. I got 3 minutes left now, so you would probably have to be a very special person or live to hula hoop to play this often at all. I could see someone doing the basic hula hoop or even the super hula hoop on 3 minute, so you get to do, you know, 2 rotations. But I can't really imagine someone, you know, like buying Wii Fit Plus to do this, but I'm probably wrong, you know. I mean, I know some people get it for soccer heading. I've talked to people that got it for the obstacle course. I mean, personally, I think island cycling is pretty sweet. Snowball fight's cool, but I don't think anyone's ever told me, you know, that's like what sold them on the game. But out of everything on here, I mean, you can't really pick an individual exercise, yoga or strength training. You know, it's not really as exciting as the rest of these aerobics, training plus and balance games would be. But I mean, maybe like somebody's, you know, daughter or something, you know, was like, oh wow, hula hoop, you know. So I guess that age bracket would be what, like 5 to 12? I honestly don't know. Like I said, to do this, I would think even like a die-hard hula hooper, 10 minutes of this gets kind of old, you know. I guess one way to spice it up, I've never actually seen this accessory. This is actually not a bad idea, but you know, actually make a hula hoop that would hold the Wiimote, and it'd have to be kind of oversized so it wouldn't like bump your body, you know, and get slowed down and drop every time. But they're starting to drop. Something like that, you know, you might sell a few units, I don't know. But I mean, I could see someone, what I was going to say first was, maybe when you play this, you know, I actually have a hula hoop on. Maybe that's how the die-hard hula hoopers of the world, if there are any, you know, would get by. What did I have on the last one? Was it 1502? Because I'd like to get there, and I thought I was losing them, and then kind of sped back up. So we should clip 3,000. I would hope that'd be good enough for a 4-star. 1597. It looks happy. Maybe we did 4-star. And they will apparently keep my score even though I dropped them. So sweet. It's kind of weird I beat, because even if I wouldn't have dropped them on the right spin, we actually wouldn't have been anywhere close to 1597. Granted, I did slow down like, what was it, 3 or 4 times, which it's honestly unexplainable because I was doing the same thing aside from when I tried the slow circle, and that was just once. But generally I score higher to the right. But regardless, first time playing the 10 minutes of Super Hula Hoop, we netted 1597 and 1524 for a combined score of 3,121 spins, and I got us our 4-star ranking we were hoping for, Calorie Incinerator. I hate to say it, but I don't think I will be playing this again. You know, if I get on when I'm done with the playthrough and I've done other playthroughs and there's nothing going on in the world, and I, you know, check Wii World Records, or somebody tells me, you know, hey, you're 5 spins off from a record, I'll come in and I'll, you know, shoot. You know, at that point in time I'll go for 31.27. But I would really have to be, you know, looking for something to do. So but again, you know, I'm not a hula hooper. You know, I'm sure there's probably some people that score 3,000 on each side over the course of 5 minutes, but seems like there was a hula hoop made with a counter in it, but I don't think it ever was accurate. It's kind of like those baseballs. You know, like give you your mile an hour, you can like throw a knuckleball at 97, and then you'll just blast one by, you know, to your buddy, and it's like 42, and like, what the heck, you know. But I do think there is a hula hoop with a counter. There was. You know, I actually haven't shot for hula hoops, or known anyone that has in a long time, so not really the best person to be talking about this, but we'll get to what everyone cares about now. which, hey, it's a record for me personally, so, you know. But we'll check our time and the calories, which that's the main reason for doing the playthrough. Okay, so it's a true 10 minutes, 51 calories. I could see that. Seems like it might be more, but that's probably just because I lack whatever flexible facet of this, you know, hula hoop you're supposed to do, and I compensate by doing it wrong and kind of walking in place or something. But, you know, it works for us. You know, I mean, the pain's gone now. It's strictly only when I'm doing it that, you know, my right calf hurts. I mean, my left leg, you wouldn't think it's doing anything at all. So again, 10 minutes, 51 calories, and you know, diehard hula hoopers rejoice. You can play this all the time and probably laugh at my pathetic score, but for everybody else, if you want to do the hula hoop, my recommendation, do the 3-minute. You know, on Super Hula Hoop, you do right and left, get both sides in, and if you decide, you know, you go off and, I don't know, do table tilt and Segway circuit and a couple of exercises and want to hula hoop again, do the 3-minute again. You know, 10 minutes of that's a long time. So, again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's essentially the same 3, 6, and 10 across the board. Nothing changes. You don't do anything special, but fairly enjoyable, just not quite in that length of time. It kind of loses some of the thrill factor, but again, you know, if for some reason that's close to a record, I'll come back. Otherwise, you probably just witnessed my one and only time to play the 10-minute version. I will actually, it won't be often, but I mean maybe once every 3 to 5 weeks I'll come in and do the 3 minutes of Super Hula Hoop. But that actually wraps up our you know, 3 rounds of Super Hula Hoop, and now we're basically ready for 10 minutes of boxing and continuing our runs, and then of course free step when we get to that. But that may be a hard one to commentate too, the long free steps. But anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling. You've now seen 10 minutes of hula hooping. Not too exciting. I can't do much to help you there, but you know the time, about what you'll burn calorie wise. I would guess 3,000 plus would get you a 4-star ranking if you're into that. But again, I probably won't be there for a while. We'll just continue on with the rest of our stuff. Try to get to the balance games and training plus. But any questions, comments, feel free to leave them. YouTube, the blog, whatever you prefer. And as always, thank you for watching.